Hi everybody, for those of you new to the channel, I'm Teresa Perrin and I want to discuss MMAT and MMTLP with you because guys, I do believe that the short squeeze is beginning in both of these names, which was to be expected at some point this week. So very nice breakout towards the end of the day that we're going to get into, as well as where we currently stand short interest wise and what we are looking at technically. Please remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Always do your own DD. If you could smash that like button for me, I would greatly appreciate it as it helps out with the algorithms. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. I do put out a daily morning watch list that has had some real winners lately with very nice moves to the upside. So let's get started. All right, so MMAT had a volume of 19.22 million today. Guys, with a low of $1.62.5 and a high of $2.12. The average volume has been 10.86 million, so we were almost double the normal daily volume today. The 52-week low is 63 cents, and the 52-week high is $3.52. It does look like we are moving upwards, and in the after hours, we're up another 2%. The move up today was 14%, guys, so a very nice start to what I believe is the MMAT short squeeze. You know, we need more confirmation to ensure that, but I think it is definitely getting started. So we do have currently 3 analysts that rank MMAT, and it is given a buy signal. To give it a buy, one give it a strong buy with a price target between $2 and $3.50. So we are just breaking that low today, and an average of $2.50. But guys, again, if this squeezes, then expect this to move up significantly above these price targets. Again, nothing is guaranteed, so that is just my personal expectation with the stock, knowing how much it's been beat down and for how long. Now, if we listen to Webull, we would have seen that technically we were given a short-term sell signal yesterday, which, I mean, I guess it did at the beginning of the day, sell off and then move to the upside. So potentially they were right regarding that. However, you know, we do have a strong bearish signal, but it is showing a medium and long-term upward trend. And I do believe that we are going to see, hopefully, the continued move tomorrow, and we will change this TA to indicate a positive, because today we, as you're going to see in just a moment, we made a golden cross. We had the 48 or the 50 SMA cross above the 200 SMA. Perhaps that it didn't register, and it'll register tomorrow because it was very close. So maybe that's why we're not seeing it. As far as shareholders go, 9.89% institutional ownership, 16.48% insider ownership, 9.80% corporate, and the rest is retail, guys. You and I, 63.83%. So we are the primary shareholders, which is probably a lot to do with the reason why this stock has been beat down for as long as it had. Unfortunately, stocks that Wall Street does not heavily invest in, they like to heavily beat up. But then, guys, when the shoe reverses and they start to run it, boy, can they run it up quickly. So don't be surprised if you start to see some institutional buying as this moves. The short interest is currently 12.40% of the free float, guys, with 4.37 days to cover. And there are 0 shares of MMAT left to borrow. As you can see, the cost to borrow is very high. We are at 107.76%. Guys, this is the figure with 0 shares left. I wouldn't be surprised if shares became available because, I don't know, miraculously, they seem to use that F3 override key quite a bit, like the movie says, and they seem to pop up throughout the day, but hopefully they've exhausted those shares and nothing stops us from the move that I feel we have long deserved. The short volume ratio has been above 50%, guys, every single day, between 50.84 and the high of 59.33, which was today. So despite that big move up, there was still a lot of shorting going on. So perhaps they did exhaust those shares. We shall see tomorrow. And guys, I looked up on Market Chameleon to tell you the dark pool trades. 58% of today's total volume was in the dark pool. And the sweep orders accounted for 15% of all shares traded. And what the sweep orders are telling you is that a market participant is aggressively taking liquidity in one direction or the other. So this is not always a good thing. This could be shorts as well, guys. Block trades account for 14%, and that's institutional buying, which has been less than normal because it's been averaging 19%. So that's interesting. And again, institutionals, are they covering shorts? Who knows, right? But unfortunately, we cannot get this information for MMTLP, guys, because they are trading under OTC. And as we're well aware, they never should have been trading to begin with. However, I think everybody that's watching this should be pretty much aware of what's going on with MMTLP in regards to the spinoff and the distribution and end of closing. So on the 12th is supposedly the last day, but the 13th, I believe that the stock can be traded. Please seek clarification for that with your broker, because the 14th is the actual day that you get converted, or the end of close on the 13th. So if you keep those shares and you do not sell them, then you will be the new owner. My apologies. You'll be the proud owner of NextBridge. My phone kept dinging and it was annoying me. So anyways, if you hold your MMTLP through the distribution date, then, meaning you have them at the end of the day on December 13th, then the 14th, they convert over to your MMTLP converts over to NextBridge shares, which is not traded on the stock exchange. They are a private company, guys. However, they will be shown in your brokerage account from my understanding. So if you choose to keep those, then please go and watch some videos regarding the breakdown of what people think that it's worth. In the meantime, we shall see if the theories are correct and this gets a big squeeze. Let's take a look at the technical analysis of both stocks now. Okay, looking at MMTLP's chart, I'm not going to give a detailed breakdown, to be quite honest. It really doesn't matter that much because this is a unique play and the ticker is going to end in less than a week, right? So guys, my most important thing I want to point out here, or I should say in about a week, right, is there's a tiny little gap fill. If you look at the top of that first big green candle and the start of the second, the gap fill is from $5.90 to $5.96. That is the only thing I want to mention, and it may not even be relevant in this play because this is a very different play right now, and most likely what we're seeing is shorts starting to cover. You can tell from these two very large green 5-minute candles, guys, that this is not, just a tiny little buy. It could be an institution buying, or it could be a short closing out their position. One of the two things. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And it looks like we definitely made a cup and handle, a very oddly shaped cup, but it is a cup, and this is the handle right here. And we started forming up. Now it looks like we are starting to form what looks like it could be a bull flag. So we may dip back down into the lower sevens upon completion of this, mid to low sevens, and then make our next move higher. Or guys, like I said, none of these patterns could in the end really matter because of the situation that we're in. So I don't want to, look too heavily into it. Just give you my food for thought on it. So there you go. That's MMTLP. MMAT. Okay, guys, so I'm going to show you the reason why we got this big move today. As you can see by looking at this chart, This purple line is just crossing this red line. And this is my 48 SMA and this is my 200. So with this crossover, this move is to be expected, and I would expect it to continue as we move upwards tomorrow to make another big candle. This is very, very bullish because now we have all of our smalling moving averages trading above the larger moving average. So this is called the golden cross, and this is what created this beautiful move today. Now, if I go and I look at the 5-minute chart in MMAT, once again, guys, it looks very, very nice. It looks like we are forming a bull flag pattern. So I expect to see us break out from that at some point early tomorrow. Or guys, once again, we are in a kind of a different situation with the whole situation with MMAT and MMTLP. So I'm not sure technically if MMAT is going to squeeze at the same exact time, or if as people close out their MMTLP, I know a lot of them are discussing buying MMAT if we see a squeeze after that. But I do expect that we are going to see some significant movement in MMAT throughout this month. I expect there to be high volatility. Don't expect the shorts to give up the battle easily. I certainly don't think that that is going to happen. However, hopefully, with the volume that comes into this play, we can overpower them and get a beautiful short squeeze in the making. As you guys know, prior when we were Torchlight, gosh, we had some beautiful, beautiful runs in that stock. It'd be nice to see something like that happen again with MMAT. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. Everything looks really bullish. I'm excited, and I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your night.